Good morning. Hold on, Rankin. Hold on. You're too fast. You're too fast, brother. Hold on. Vaval Central is on now. Vaval Central in the Caribbean sound is sponsored by the Carnival Planning Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, Creamery Novelties, Aerospace, the Champions of Color, the Computer Store, and Quartz bringing value home. Let's go.
With Quartz Ready Cash, enter to win $10,000 cash when you take a loan for $3,000 or more. Get the cash to purchase event tickets and costumes. All you need to apply is your ID, payslip, recent job letter, proof of address, and 2 references. No security required. Flexible payment terms. Quick approval and hassle-free. Visit us in store or apply online at www.quartz.com. Quartz Ready Cash. Ready when you are. Promotion ends June 30th, 2025. Normal criteria and special conditions apply.
Fire One Calypso Tent, in collaboration with the Carnival Planning and Management Committee and the Carnival Music Management Committee present Opening Night on Saturday, May 24th at the National Cultural Center. Kickoff time 8:30 p.m. But come early for a pre-show warm-up starting at 7 p.m. Admission $25. Featuring an electrifying lineup. Akio, Annika, Agitator, Betty, Robbie, Trish, Shane, Unpredictable, Prosper, Nurture, Snow, and defending monarch, Jazz Guest performances by Slack and Frost with MC Dornaville. Fire One Calypso Tent. Opening night, Saturday, the 24th, 8:30 p.m. at the NCC. The pre-show warm-up is at 7 p.m. Music by the band and Take That. This event is licensed by Echo.
Who's a little man with a lot to offer? He is the Harris-Benz man who does the best for love in so many colors. He's Harris Benz man. For a better pay and a better price, check a little man. What's your top advice? If you're raining inside, outside, you'll be satisfied when you use Harris Benz. If you're raining inside, outside, you'll be satisfied when you use Harris Benz.
Oh, I've got this feeling to high five the sun, dance in the rain, and have my scoop of fun. I'm on my way to please for my day with something new, and I've got room for you. Let loose and live a little, get close and share a little, get it in and taste a little. You'll fall in love with creamery novelties. Love life and live a little, get close and share a little, give in and taste a little. You'll fall in love with creamery novelties.
Enjoy Creamy Novelties ice cream, distributed by Farron's Foods. Live a little.
The wait is over. We are about to turn it on. Soccer, the ultimate test, in collaboration with the CMMC, present Big Bad Soccer on Saturday, May 21st at the Pavilion in Body Bay. Performing live. Bounce, Marta, slide. Anthony Front Machine, today. Keisha and more. Starting time 8 p.m. Admission $25 at the door. The first 100 people pay $20. Soccer, the ultimate test, present Big Bad Soccer.
When you get the ball,
Saturday, May 31st, 8 p.m. at the Pavilion of Rodney Bay. This event is sponsored by Blue Select, Campari, Doors, DJ, Peter Bear, Island Sound, Desert FM, NBC, Hot FM, The Wave, and Radio Caribbean International. The event is licensed by Echo.
Good morning, welcome, born in this season, another year, Vaval Central in the Caribbean Sound. Happy second morning to my brother from another mother, Teddy Francis.
Thanks for
Morning,
that.
Sonia.
Morning, respect. I want that greeting must wake up anybody. If at all I was still in sleep mode,
Yeah.
you have been busy. Thanks, Iowa. And we're giving thanks, of course, to all our followers, people going busy and crazy from the middle of last week, Iowa. The Vaval Central is back before the final note was hit on the jazz all over, giving big respect and thanks to our great fans, the followers, the lovers throughout the diaspora, St. Lucia based, and in fact, diasporic elements of the following for Vaval Central. We're really thankful for that. What we're giving thanks also always must do for being here physically and in good health again another year. We're not taking that for granted, as Kes tells us, as Rupi tells us, right?
Right.
That we have to make sure we have it right as far as that is concerned. We go into our guests in just a bit, but making sure that we want to thank the artists for the early release of music. No shortage of music. The old perennial complaint of music not being released on time has been laid to rest, and so we have music non-stop. We even have Calypso, first time on the first edition of Vaval Central. We have at least 2 or 3 new Calypso releases to accompany the many soca releases that we have thus far. This morning we'll be joined by a number of course, otherwise Vaval Central. Good morning to Alanis, our social media guru, on our way. We do have a costume for them. You know you don't joke with that. Of course, we have costumes. We have the lady in charge of the mask, Janela Gaston. That's a blessing, Christine on Vaval Central. The old soldier, original Poppy, Claudius Paul, is there as head of the Calypso, carrying it as he has done so well for the last few years. Poppy, good morning and welcome. Welcome, comrade, to
Good morning, Teddy. It's nice to be here.
Right.
You know, Carnival start.
The thing really started. Vaval Central. Lots of elements, as we said. We're making the point a lot to look forward to. The new emphasis on Junior Carnival has many people heartened that there's a special dedicated focus over on Vaval Central. Good morning to TG, Tamara Gibson, and the team over at the CPMC, holding it together and really showing renewed focus on the Vaval, on the junior part of the Vaval, the aspects of the Calypso, the junior mass itself, the addition of soca, and all the other elements, not forgetting steel band at the center of it. We will be focusing too on all the major pillars of the CPMC, what they are focusing on, the idea of making the carnival more inclusive, more pervasive, more sustainable, and other elements. We'll be going through that, the major pillars. as we say good morning to the CPMC team, the Calypso tent leaders who again have broken barriers. We used to have the complaint year after year of the advertised start date for Calypso being pushed back on a number of occasions. That happened almost habitually, and now we see them sticking to the date as projected. 2 weeks after the Jazz Festival is ready to go, and all reports the South Calypso tent saying good morning to Tony Wilkinson and his team, good morning to Faith Calix over at the South Calypso tent, very much ready to take on the Calypso fraternity and give the offering. I'm hearing that they're coming very strong and very solid over at the Cultural Center. The convoy, the train as I call it, will be moving. They always have great esprit de corps, great unity and team effort as championed by Tony Wilkinson. They're coming on Friday. And of course, Fire One, the Calypso tent under new management. They have Cheryl and Colors, as we call them, Cheryl Pitkin, Lydia and company have given up and passed on to the old musical director, long-standing musical director, Gregory Piper, in an unaccustomed role, Poppy, of leader manager. It's something that he normally frets about, but he's been thrust in it, and he has a team, a competent team of Dyson Imbert and also Sean there to help him. And so we're looking forward to the offering. Did on Friday and Saturday respectively. Kaisu non-stop at the Cultural Center. We'll be hearing more from Poppy on that. And also the Steel Band fraternity, we're saying a very good hello to them, a very warm hello this morning to the Steel Band fraternity. The band's getting ready. We're hearing the tunes being played already. A new tune by the reigning champions, the multiple champions, Babono, Cots Babono. They're playing a composition by Neham Jabatis. We'll be hearing a little later. A hot new release for the Calypso. It will be sung by Reddy in the Calypso tent, and also the competition tune for Courts Babono. Very interesting indeed. Something that was done for several years with great success by TC Brown in partnership with Gregory Shining Emmanuel from Diamond Steel. And so that formula being used by Neham Jabatis in partnership with Alison Marquis of Courts Babono. We'll be hearing that tune in just a bit. Also, we're hearing that Torti and Shiki and so the team from the Pantime, Select Pantime, they are using the very popular Damn Proud Lucian. That will be their competition tune for this year. And we have fantastic, we've been told, are playing Ninja in St. Lucia, your favorite movie, the old classic favorite, Ninja in St. Lucia. That was your heyday when you were really a bad record, really a champion record, bad secret days, remember? So they're playing that very popular, accessible tunes. We'll be hearing a lot more from that, on that. As we say, music is very much the essence. The soca releases a lot to hear from them. Before we go to Claude Paul to speak of the plans for Calypso, and they say ladies first, we'll perhaps start with Janella Gaston, who is the new head. She's the one getting the pressure I was. She's the head of Carnival Bands Association. To tell us all what's happening with the mass, the Carnival bands. You have on camera, Iowa? She looking good on camera?
Yeah, man, very.
Janella on camera. The costume models are waiting, costume non-stop. The soca artists coming in just a bit. We're warming it up on Vaval Central. As I say, we're happy to have Claude Paul and Janella with us and the entire fraternity. But we start with music. And a new release, Calypso, we're going to TC Brown and KPT in just a bit, along with TOT. But we're starting with Ready, written by her dad, Neham Jabatis. That song written, and as we said, it will be performed by Ready throughout the Calypso season, the Fire One, but also the competition tune for Courts Babono. Here's Ready.
Run, Juju, run.
Vaval Central. Let's run off with the monarchy. Blue judges away with his juju gun. Well, this year 25, I done set and ready. No more juju gun, now it's juju run. She take off on the track like a rocket. Juju's not a gun but a bullet. Win first medal, silver and gold. First dedication and discipline, with daily sacrifice and hard training. Juju, fastest in the world. That's why I tell you to run. Run, Juju, run. The whole nation behind you, run. I go to Vaval Central. Run, Juju, run. We're part of the world to see. Why you may call it big history. Run, Juju, my girl Juju, run. The fastest woman in the world. You are we golden girl. Run, Juju, my girl Juju,
Vaval Central.
Check how big shotgun business running amok. Young men in a race to cross through Hell's Gates. Rather than run big guns to the youths on the block, you give them a model to emulate. People listen for all kind of causes. Losing with cancer, diabetes, run one to end gun violence. Stop the useless death and injury. 6 and 7 gangsters in fury. Juju, run down this nonsense. The young men will follow you. Run, my girl, Juju, run. My girl, run to put a stop. Run, run, Juju, run. No more justice, my conscience. Run, Juju, run. Hey, run with grace and agility. So my gun violence history. Run, Juju, my girl, Juju, run. The fastest woman in the world. You are we golden girl. Run, Juju, my girl, Juju, run.
I see.
Next year, 26 is general election. Parties have been runoffs for candidates. In north and south and east and west, every section. Seeking out who best fit to run the race. A candidate so focused and humble, with the power to unite the people. Juju, national heroine. She fit to defeat any opponent in opposition or government. Juju, run you want to win. The people go vote for you. Run, my girl, Juju, run. Next year general election, run.
Vaval Central.
Juju, run. You could run for Cicero. Run, Juju, run. When I age 30, you make political history. Run, Juju, my girl, Juju, run. The fastest woman in the world. You are we golden girl. Run, Juju, my girl, Juju, run. Run. Ooh-wee. Run. Ooh-wee.
Run, Juju, run. On Vaval Central, Teddy.
Liam Jean-Baptiste, happy the writer. Big up yourself, boy. You and Alison Martin. That's a big tune, I want. Big tune. A lot said in that tune. A play on words. They run. You listen to it, Bobby. You heard it. The gun running. The runoff. Running elections. A play on words. And
a beautiful little stat, man, Teddy. That's a great stat for the season.
That's a solid stat for the season.
Stat, yeah.
But all the writers have won me. Good morning to Lord Help Me. Good morning to Suku Augustine. Good morning to Face Calix. Rowan Sion, all the writers, they've warned me that this material this will be solid. And so Nahum, I'm starting it off in a solid way.
Well, a good follow-up from Jezreel's song.
Well, there was the prediction and the projection from Jezreel predicting that Juju would have won. I always thought there was no celebratory song post-victory. Even Sly became the anthem because there wasn't any Juju song to celebrate. This is in essence celebrating Juju. Nice, one thing called nice melody, very singable, danceable. But also, as I said, with like the Fish last year and other tunes, I've always found the challenge to yes, make the point, but broaden it to other commentary. You see, Niam doing it there. He's run, yes, the Juju and running. A little peacock at Sion there. He said, Juju not a gun. Juju can be a gun. She's a bullet. I thought, Sion has a little peacock and Niam throw at you there early. And he says she's a bullet, she's not a gun. And you're not pushing guns, so you don't like the thing. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying that to probably gun running thing, the metaphor of the gun, avoiding that. But nice peacock we can write. I shot Sion, good Sion would have his own material and his own way. Interesting, in fact, as you mentioned, writers, interesting note that we always share on Vaval Central. Rowan Sion, boy, we speak of Pep having 8 titles. So Sion now as a writer has won 10 titles, has won 10 monarch titles. Pep had 8, and now there's not 2, right? Simple as what no, Jackson. I'm not sure if you're the right. A shed right. I don't think I won the title. He won it for another 2. And so we'll verify whether in fact he was the only writer for Jackson. If he did have a save with Jackson, then that becomes 11. The shed there. Faces won the title. Lord Help Me has won. Suko was one. The top writers have all won titles. But Sydney, Sion with 10 and Niam with 7, Iowa become notable. There are some 3 titles with Ashanti, Jati, and the Calypso Monarch. Let me trace the whether Jati has in fact won. He ravaged the road march and popular tunes. He was in fact, remember the Maliwe King syndrome, where for years he had the most popular tunes, the most loved tunes. But in the view of the public, the system, the judges were fighting down Ashanti. Hence the big eruption and elation and euphoria when Ashanti eventually won, albeit not with Jati but with Niam for years. So there was that current that many argue that the most impactful, effective writer has been Jati. The ability to write, it is a powerful social commentary, nice, short, singable, danceable lines. That's always the strength that St. Lucia has shown, to have powerful commentary but not boring and long paragraphs like a newspaper article, but danceable and singable while making a serious point about the society and the wider community. So Iowa, we're going to TC Brown with music in a while. TC Brown too, not sleeping as they say. He's the leader of KPT. They're coming strong. They have some new talent. Good morning to Dosha Fenelo. I heard her join KPT, fantastic vocalist. And KPT carving out a brand where they're known for freshness. They've been trying that. And just a slew of talented female vocalists in particular. That has become kind of the trademark and continuing this year. KPT, and big up to the ever-present stalwart Chalo with TOT Temp. He'll be in tomorrow along with TC Brown. And we go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday with the 2 temps on the weekend. So we're doing TC Brown, KPT, and also Chalo TOT tomorrow. And later in the week, closer to the actual performance, we do South Calypso 10. We'll be featuring them for the 3 days along with the much awaited start of the Fire One Calypso 10. We do have Janella Gaston. We said we got lots more music in a while. Iowa, you have soca to play for them? Yeah. I see Keisha making her way outside already to perform this morning. Janella Gaston, the first time in the chair, the hot seat as it were. Poppy has deferred to you. Poppy has the seasoned campaigner. Good morning, Janella. She looks charming, Iowa. She looks in the part of Vaval Central. The charm. That's the charm corner. Poppy, you can sit there. Right over there. Over there is the charm. Poppy, that's your seat. Yeah. So we established that the charm corner is over there. So Janella, you say you'll be fitting up of that placement. Tell us, you are the new president of the CBA. Things going well so far. How many bands? Tell us the bands. Let's start. We know you are a little nervous on Vaval Central. So to warm you up, tell us the bands.
Yes. Good morning. Thank you.
You in Iowa?
For inviting me.
Yes, she's good.
Bands wise, unlike you all, we have been planning for a year. Carnival planning never stops for us. Right. So as much as the season starts, it started a long time for us. But we're happy that right now we're in the focus. Right. Bands wise, we have 8 junior bands. And senior bands, we have 10.
Tell us the senior bands.
Senior bands, we have Just for Fun, Fusion, Zuvo, Legends, Island Tribe, Royal Lights Extreme, Expressions, Tribe of 12, Phoenix, Insomai.
Okay. Let's go. What was the first 2?
Just for Fun and Fusion. Okay.
Just for Fun, you want to pick them up. Always, we're taking nobody for granted. The fantastic effort in producing them as Just for Fun, averaging 1,500 revelers and having a whole string of events and making the carnival product so rich. So Roston, Taylor, Lance, and also Vale and the rest of the team respected them. Fusion
Just for Fun always has it started, always.
Right. And so Fusion too, a band only a few years old but really growing all the time. Crystal Jabatis, Dwayne and a team along with Stacey Giddens, Trevor King and company. And they do have the live band. Good morning to Tigerson. Penn on the road again with them. You have a lot to say about Penn, Iowa? A lot to say about Penn. Penn busy. And so who's the next 2?
We have Zuvo, we have Legends.
Okay, they've been big on the foreign involvement, lots of overseas membership in their bands, as is the case with Just for Fun and Fusion and so. But with Zuvo, about 1,400 to 1,500 revelers. Also, with last year about 70% visitors as part of the membership. And that has really been outstanding. Legends to play the part, big on the influencers coming and spreading the word about the carnival. That's your band, of course.
Yes,
Legend.
Legend is my band, yes.
Right.
But, I represent all. Zovo recently came out with their week full of events also, so they're coming big in the game when it comes to events.
Who has added 4 events tonight to the carnival. 4 major events, mega events. Nice competing with some established ones. Good to see how that goes.
And Legends, of course. We're going to be legendary on the road.
Yes, another president. Right, go on. You have Tribe of 12 very much,
we have
right?
Island Tribe and Royal Lights Extreme.
That's Patsy Ritchie and Jason Hollins season. So a nice Island Tribe have their own niche, their own demographic, and they're really contributing. They've been serious. They have build-up activities. They really contribute in a serious way to the carnival and represent a major demographic.
Yes, there is a band for all, for everyone. Definitely.
Island Tribe. Big up Jason Hollins and company. And who was the one you mentioned after?
Royal Lights Extreme.
Royal Lights, Patsy Ritchie. If ever there's persistence in the mass, spanning about 3 generations now of mass, Patsy Ritchie must get special mention. A team and partnership with Rafferty Designs really helping a lot.
We have Expressions and Tribe of 12.
Expressions is Barry George, now in his 3rd or 4th year. We know him as a big creative, dance, theater, and now the mass. He's big and legendary in the junior mass. He made the elevation to the hot seat as it were, the big mass, a different kettle as Barry has conceived.
Yes, he has.
And Tribe of 12, the mass men, the portrayal, depiction, Adrian and his team, Beverly, Skerritt, Mark Louis, and the entire team, Miss Felix and the rest, they are a Tribe of 12. They're defending Banner of the Year champions, right? What else we have in store?
We have Phoenix and we have In Sommeil.
In Sommeil, that's Tony Jouvet, right? The great Tony. And Phoenix.
Tina is Phoenix.
Tina, that's the grassroots coming up there. What else you have in store this year? Many of us have spoken about the membership, lots of foreigners being, visitors we call them, being parts of the band, a high ratio, it was a 70%. How you start, that's good for the carnival, good for the tourism element, but we want to encourage more St. Lucian membership. Tell us about it.
Of course, as the Lucians do join, they're a little last minute. So most of the band, the sections tend to be sold out from the foreigners. But regardless, our stations are in there. That's why you see lots of bands having their registration pumps. Most times it is to facilitate the St. Lucians to come and pay and put deposits and payments on their costumes. But definitely St. Lucians are in there. I find lately we've had, even in the jazz tour, didn't you see, we had a really good come out of St. Lucians. Everybody was playing a part, and we hope that Carnival is the same way.
The future of the mass, the CPMC has really put emphasis on that, nurturing the future of the mass. The Junior Carnival renewed emphasis, the parent body doing their part and really getting great plaudits from the public for that emphasis on youth mass, pan, soca, calypso. The soca has been introduced this year for the first time, the mass itself. Tell us, Junior Carnival, how does that look, bands-wise?
Junior Carnival, we have 8 bands this year. We have Ecstatic, we have Creative Mass, Justice Kids, Nuive, Harmony Junior Band, R&E, In Sommeil, and Happy Feet.
Right.
And so that's the 8 bands. We're very excited. Most of them have launched. Most of them have social media pages. Not all have launched, like I said, but it's a process for the junior bands. But hopefully by the end of this month, everybody will be sorted. We encourage parents to register your kids, have them participate in Junior Carnival, because I feel like when your kids are part of Junior, it just kind of builds that love for Carnival that just essentially extends into the senior part, and even carrying costumes, large costumes. It just builds that love for Carnival. So everyone, let's put our kids in Junior Carnival.
Yes, Chanel, a lot more to speak about. People are logging on and following your comments and applauding you for holding it down. You have complained in the past about the lack of focus and publicity for Junior Carnival. The CPMC again are putting themselves well, I must say. I'm hearing an ad. Today, what, the 19th of May? You can't complain. I'm hearing an ad this morning on Iowa pushing Junior Carnival. So they started early this year and pushing the effort. So the partnership with you and the parent body are really in focus.
And we're looking forward. CPMC, they're doing a school tour.
The school tour, we'll speak about that a lot.
Very much looking forward to it. The junior bands are looking forward to it. That even if not necessarily all 8, but at least some can benefit or and just go with the bus and markets to the school children, etc. Really hoping to push that and create the excitement, not just with the parents, but also the kids, because the kids are the ones who want to jump.
Because it's so important. We had championed that from Vaval Central and made the call for years. The Carnival body has responded. We want a special segment tomorrow or Wednesday on this. It's starting this week, the school tour. The whole country is excited about it, about making the Carnival pervasive, hopefully, that all the population to think it's not only about the $1,500, $3,000 costume and the VIP fits and Rodney Day. It's about everybody having a slice. Iowa needs to take a break now. On Vaval Central, we're coming right back. The tariffs affecting you, the bands, the tariffs giving you a little blow. You're working in that. A lot more to see. Poppy has his deadline coming soon. The deadline only a few days away, Iowa, for Soca registration. Your tunes in yet? I know you're writing like crazy.
Yeah, we are tuned.
You're right. Yeah. I know the big anonymous writer now, big hits and ghost writer, but big hits. I tried to check the body language with which song he write, but you can't tell me. He neutral for everybody. Going to the break and coming back with Janella Gaston, the Bands Association, the Carnival costumes are right here. The Soca artists are lined up outside. Claude Paul will tell us about Calypso and Soca and lots more music when we come back from the break. Vaval Central is back.
Thank you very much, Teddy. Vaval Central on the Caribbean Sound is sponsored by the Carnival Planning Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, Primary Novelties, Live a Little, Paris Pains, the champions of color, the computer store, and Quartz bringing value home.
We're back! Vaval Central! Music happening, interviews, and all aspects of Carnival. Vaval Central! Yeah, Vaval Central! It's to 9:30 a.m. Monday to Friday with Teddy Francis and Gino STI. Vaval Central beginning mid-19 on the Caribbean Sound. Sponsored by the Carnival Planning and Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, Harris Paints, the Computer Store, Quartz, bringing value home, and Creamery Novelties. Vaval Central! Yeah!
Get ready, St. Lucia. Lucian Carnival 2025 is on, and this year it's bigger, brighter, and bolder than ever. From Calypso to Soca, Junior Carnival to Juve, and Panorama to pageantry, every event is bursting with non-stop energy, ecstasy, and vibes. Come catch the rhythm on Carnival Monday and Tuesday with views that only Lucian Carnival can deliver. It's the ultimate summer escape. Feel the vibes, embody the spirit. Lucian Carnival, nothing is sweeter than that.
Soul Calypso Tent, in collaboration with the Carnival Music Management Committee and the CPMC, present the Advocates of the Art Form. Long live Kaiso! The grand launching Friday the 23rd at the National Cultural Center. Showtime 8:30 p.m. Featuring 4-time Calypso Mona, Minal, Daiko Fontalio, Osun, King Kaka, Queen Yards, Teddy Boy, Mighty K, Mahandra, Demian, Diplomat, What's All, Newcomers, Lucian, Arta, and more. Surprise guest artists with MC Donorville, the backup band, South All Stars. Admission $25 you pay at the door. This event is sponsored by Lucilec, Southern Taxi Association, Bounty Run, Bear Marcel, Peter Bear, Climax, and IC, Caribbean Grains Flour Mill, Peter and Company Auto, Jason and Alton Mondesi, Forest Springs, Michelle's Electrical, South Calypso Tent, Grand Launch, Friday, May 23rd, 8:30 p.m. at the NCC. This event is licensed by ECHO. No unauthorized vendors allowed.
Island style. We got the time to make you go. We got the time to make you say, we'll have to make the right choice. Island style. We got the time that will make you happy. Island style. Oh yeah. We make your dream come alive in Island style.
We have chance and insects, mixes and ground. Everything you need is on the outside. For the best price and the latest style. Take a little drive down to Island Style car.
We got the time to make you go. We got the time to make you say, quality, price, service, choice. It's all an Island Style.
Visit us at our showrooms in Belarus and Rodney Bay on the John Compton Highway, Ash Street. And just behind Ruby's gas station on the Library Viewport Highway. Or call us on 450-452 or 453-TILE. Island Style Tile and Bath. When you think tile, think Island Style.
On Saturday, June 14th at the Pavilion in Rodney Bay, join Hollywood HP for a once-in-a-lifetime celebration as we journey through 25 years behind the decks and 15 years on stage as an artist.
We back on the road.
Hollywood.
It's Hollywood's house.
If you roll it with me,
June 14th, relive the vibes with timeless tracks. Hollywood's House is the biggest house party to hit St. Lucia. Get ready to dance, reminisce, and create new memories. Tickets are $80. VIP pay $200. Available at Cell Outlets and Four Circles online. Be part of the biggest house party, Hollywood's House. On Saturday, June 14th from 8 p.m. at the Pavilion in Rodney Bay.
And we're back, Vaval Central on the Caribbean side. Good morning to the regulars who are on. Thaddeus, Antoine. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Ayana.
Yes, we're back as we're saying, and saying a good morning to Intercommercial Calypso. Looking like a record year this year, as many as 20 participants line up for Intercommercial. After the post-COVID started about 9, then moved to about 15 last year, and at least 20. There may need to be some form of elimination if the numbers continue to grow, as it must remain really and controllable, manageable, make it tight and exciting. So the good morning to all the companies warming up for Intercommercial. Ernie, your friend from Solution Workers Credit Union, is the defending champion, is the reigning monarch. Poppy is going to go. His fans haven't heard him for the years in Vaval Central. There's a lot to tell us. Poppy, tell them first about that registration. The deadline coming through is scheduled for Friday as it stands now. Friday for the deadline for entering the recorded music, the recordings. Is that still the case?
Look, you have Ira laughing at me about fans. You know, that's a reference to fans. But anyway, good morning to everyone out there. You know, it's Kaiso back again. Of course, soca as well. And the 23rd of May is the deadline, the published deadline. Friday? It is Friday.
What time?
For the submissions, midnight, obviously, for the submissions of the files for the soca music, Groovy and Power Soca. And you know, that's important because we have to have the elite panel to do the listening, to do the first level of elimination. And then the 6th and 7th, or 7th and 8th of June, we'll have the private auditions.
Submit where, Poopy? So submit it to where?
Well, we have the website. I think it's the Carnival Music website. It's on the sheet, you know, and that is there. So please, all persons who are interested, including you, Ira, you ghostwriter, submit your song by Friday, and let's make it happen. I mean, as usual, yeah, as usual, you know, the submissions are not as forthcoming as we would like to see it at this point.
All the rush.
Friday started by Thursday, Friday, we should see you know, a deluge of these things. So we're looking forward, and it's going to be exciting. We heard some of the soca already. And
some of the guys who have already submitted their music, they're waiting, they're watching to see which songs going to be picking up, which songs are doing well, so they can decide what to say.
I understand.
Good point, Ira. Very good point. The momentum and see which one is connecting. Yes. Guys have quite a repertoire. Moody, for example, at these 4 songs already, going on 5. And Arthur's with Ricky T as a whole repertoire as examples, you know. And Sly has only done an early release and it's going, so looking forward to see who and which tune they will in fact enter the official entrance in the competition.
So you have people like Carlton Robert, let's say morning to him, you know, he usually comes in from Canada.
Both soca and Calypso, contribute to the Intercommercial too, and of course some big songs in the national competition. For years now,
at all levels,
understated.
We take part at all levels, including school. So he's a big contributor to
and performer
to that. So, you know, Carlton, big skill. So, as we said earlier today, Kaiso itself started on Friday with the South Tent. And of course, we look forward to to the introduction of our former carnival queen taking part in the Kaiso this year as a competitor. I think last year she wanted to do it, but she was discouraged. So she's here after.
Not the convention, the custom is that they discourage, as you say, but for reason the carnival queen from taking part in too many other activities, extracurricular as it were.
Because of a
training
commitment.
us and the focus and discipline. And so having limited the other contestants from some activity would be unfair to allow us to be concerned about the focus. And so this year, we're still within a reign, queen, but I guess free of all the other commitments, appearances, and rehearsals and so, which is free. That Shan Lucien will be quite interesting to have her taking part here right away, a further attraction to the South Calypso tent as it starts. But the other tent will tell you right away, yes, you have Carnival Queen, but you know the competition. Charlo will be quick to tell you, we have enough other attractions too, and so will KPT and also the Fire One Calypso tent. Hopi, a big factor. This normally there was up to last year, there were only two government subsidized and government supported CMMC supported tents. One show and then quarterfinal. This year there are two preliminary tents, as it were, mixture of entertainment and content, and then quarterfinals 3. Some of the cynics are saying there might be a saturation factor. You now have 4x3, 12 Calypso tent shows before the semifinals. And some saying it is in fact good that the Calypso students have more exposure and more of an arena to show the material. There's a little bit of a tussle and a debate there. How you see it?
No, I think it's very good that government has decided to increase the subvention and the support. It's an opportunity for the artists to, make some, practice a little longer and in front of the live audience. So I believe it's a good thing. Of course, it's up to the artists to keep it interesting. The Calypsonians, and try out different songs. Come good, It's your opportunity. You ask for it. It's here. The government has responded positively. And this year we expect the tents to make a production of the tents, not just the bland old just come and sing. Do something special, do something different. And let's try and make that Calypso art form, get back to where it was, to its glory days,
Right.
Of course, yes.
There's been the thinking that, yes, that is part of the issue that you raised, that yes, there's a number of shows, the calendar, but perhaps the initiative to at least change, not make it so much of the sameness. So a show in a different venue, a cabaret style, out of the usual cultural center. The third one, maybe some kind of variety to add to the excitement, attack a different audience, attract a different following also. So that has been the thinking. I'm hearing of an interesting development. I want to have it soon up in the north of the island, a carnival cabaret that would be established midweek to show all the aspects of carnival. Costume from Janella and her team, Carnival Queen contestant, steel band, the best of Kaiso and Soca, vintage and current. That is an interesting development. So just a little variety. So the artists get, for those who don't make the trek downtown to the Calypso tent, you bring the best of the tents to them. So that person organizing it will be attracting and getting a number of these elements together in one carnival potpourri, which should be very interesting. A little variety to the season,
Yeah, and we're happy that the teachers are back this year. Calypso class is going to come back this year for bang, and that will be
good morning to Alice Mida and Charlo again.
That's correct. And of course, this year we have a feature of the Sarfa Lewis Academia Calypso and Arts, which is a new edition. And so what will happen, there will be a sort of a launch at the Sarfa Lewis compound for a small audience, and then a big show perhaps on the 21st of June at the National Compo with the students of Sarfa Lewis and some other, the inclusion of other secondary schools. So there's lots to happen this year in Calypso. We very happy that there's new interest, particularly coming from Sarfa Lewis and Dr. Otley, the man behind it, and of course the
That's a wonderful initiative, where your intelligentsia is, where your future intelligentsia, your academics are, to get Calypso. You also have Calypsonians would come out of that. It would spawn some interest, but writers at Sarfa Lewis is the font of tertiary education in St. Lucia, it will setting apart from open campus, maybe to get them involved in writing and St. Calypso is a wonderful initiative and certainly something to be applauded.
And not to forget the Soca Ultimate Tent, who provides the avenue for the Soca artists to present their craft. And we have 3 big shows, which is going to happen during the season. And I'm sure Michael and Soup Tobia will have an opportunity to come on Vaval Central and tell us more about the themes that they are going to be using in the Soca outings this year.
Right. Lots to chew on, lots to look forward to. So you feel the excitement, almost palpable, the excitement leading up to the season. People are thirsty for it. As we said, lots more to come on Vaval Central right through the week. We have the Carnival ambassadors and Natani Sintuma and company to join us, along with all the other ambassadors who still there from the past years. The school tour is on, a lot more on that tomorrow. The school tour, so by the CPMC, that is big and happening. The likes of Motion who's really been added this year, number of schools, and the kids are really excited about it, and so is the country for setting the foundation right. We go into some music as we always do on Vaval Central before we go back to Janella and how she's battling her tariffs and other issues in the band's preparation. Janella, by the way, Vaval Central, the audience loving you. You find you for your first outing, you've joined the team well, I'm looking forward to that and all your bands coming through. And we have some costumes to come next year. That's the costume section, as we said earlier. He has agreed that only that's the pretty mass section, right? Over there, that's pretty mass. Over there is Soca and pretty mass. Because, you have to have a certain charm to be there,
Men wear costumes too.
No, pretty mass.
Come and put a little backpack on you and show us how something. Huh?
Okay, but
I'm a just for fun leveler. Don't have me on that.
So we're going. TC Brown, the leader of KPT, and you must have heard that Niam Drop is not to be kept behind at all at any point. And so here is TC Brown's interesting offering. We want to confirm whether it's still right. The writers Truscott Augustine sounds and feels the message there, like Suku, but we'll confirm with Brownie. Brownie send us a message whether it's Truscott, the great Suku, writing this one. Morning, Suku, big respect. As TC Brown starting the season before we go over to some Soca. Exodus,
Brownie at Vaval Central.
Yeah. Let's go. Shalga Pro. So long as slavery abolished, black man still impoverished, elder, languishing anguish, watching with children perish. Tell me who's responsible? Is the black man capable to remove his people from under this rubble? Will the Asian investor on the occasion Messiah be our savior and deliverer? To these questions, the answer is the black diaspora must drag Africa out of this quagmire. So black man, sharpen your skills, summon the goodwill, mission to fulfill, continent and our people to build. African Americans to us, it's time to come across. Prepare for the excellence of this, the Holocaust. Who will Exodus? Who will Exodus? Going to our Father's home. Who will Exodus? Who will Exodus? Going to our Mama's home. Chant out the liar. I'm black and I'm brown. Raise your head like me, wear your color with dignity. Join hands with me and claim your patrimony. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Caribbean is land, but not islands. So come away from the land of the sinking sand. Exodus, going to our Father's home. Exodus, going to our Father's home. JJ, no bien content. JJ, no bien content. The guys are lucky. Look, I shall take the same excelling well. Yeah.
I see,
So people of the road have the right to vote, but black justice remote with their knees in with road. We say we independent, free to choose the government, but it is quite evident exchange that are no different. The state sucking with blood, church peddling God, we stuck in the mud for our love, hatred your reward. Living in squalor, a jigsaw subliver, can't seem to find favor because of our black color. During Stanley Alexander, Abba Louis the scholar, sons of lioness who walks from Africa. In the mind we open their eyes and saw the bigger prize, so that now we realize many more must do likewise. We are going exodus, going to our Father's home. We are going exodus, going to our Mama's home. Chant out, yes I am. I'm black and I'm yes I am. Raise your head like me, wear your color with dignity. Join hands with me and claim your patrimony. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Caribbean is islands, but not islands. So come away from the land of the sinking sands. Going to our Father's home. We are going exodus, going to our Mama's home. Don't get caught on. Don't get caught on. The guys are lucky we do. Don't get caught on. Don't get caught on. No, I won't wait. Crazy. Then we look at each other, that's it. Excelling well.
Vaval Central, Exodus, steady.
Brongy and Trusted, they started a solid message about we going back to our home. Interesting discussion, interesting angle and perspective. Starting the season, solid start we're seeing to both the two writers established, Niam and then Suku, but also the performers, Reddy and TC Brown. Reddy is in fact what they're signaling as they go forward, the 210s, and happy to see the early recordings to Calypso being proactive, and they've often been accused, the clamor, the demand has been there to record the music even ahead of the live 10 performances, and so we're going to go forward with that. The fans loving it. Facebook is, people are asking, the official page of Radio Caribbean International, is it? The official page of Radio Caribbean International is where we are on Facebook, and also on Instagram. You can find RCI on there. The models, by my phone going crazy, the costumes in the studio, the Facebook people enjoying it. Yeah. Well, speak for yourself.
The ladies are lovely. Yeah.
Even Janela is excited. I want one moment. The models enter. They're looking fantastic. People are loving it. And the great Keisha, top artist. Keisha, you go next to them. Right. Yeah. Go back, Keisha, between. Right. So you watch. We go into Janela in a while. Janela, just tell us, come forward a little bit. The tariffs people are asking and other conditions, and Mr. Trump and his measures, these two things, they're affecting you at all. People register. I heard the numbers still good, but for the bands, any challenge at all? I heard the numbers are still healthy.
Of course. I mean, yes, the numbers are still good. And like I tell you, there's a lot of last minute. Some people now realizing, okay, they can't travel. Workers, like I tell you, always come last minute. But of course, from the time they put in the whole travel issues, Yeah, the visas, the people not sure of what's going to happen if they travel, if they're going to stop them at the airport. So a few bands had to deal with what they call chargebacks, and chargebacks not easy because and even the bands pay a fee like 15 US per chargeback. So it's an expense to the band when you lose. And these are things people budget for. Imagine that when you lose now, which sadly I feel like we just always automatically lose. So that's an expense already going to the band. Tariffs also, yes. Imagine you budget, and then now I think we're still really neither here or there because every week literally something's changing. There are more discussions and agreements and stuff. So you still don't know. We're thankful to people like DHL and FedEx. They are they have offered discounts and so on to
The
a lot of
DHL
the
factor is a
band.
big factor because
Yeah, man.
they, in fact, have great capacity planes coming out of their own planes coming out of China and so on, so they could avoid a lot of the obstacles.
Yes, they've considered doing in transit the in transit port to be other ports as opposed to the US ports, maybe Panama, Trinidad, different places, so that we not have to deal with that situation. But they are offering discounts and deals to the bands, which they would have to take advantage of because if you I can tell you in my end, we were thinking of doing shipping, to create, lower cost freight and so on, but that went out the window because people didn't know what was going on, how much things would cost, how much shipping would cost, but they hold your stuff. So we had thank you to FedEx and DHL. That's what I
We've
can
seen
say.
lovely costumes next to you. What a spectacle, Iowa. Fantastic costuming and so on. The public are clamoring. Has Rahul, a photographer, clamoring. Please, on the road, could the spectacle dominate? Hey, they look so nice. The ladies in the backpacks and lots of costumes in evidence, feathers and so. Keisha, wear your backpack. Good morning to Keisha, top soca artist Keisha in the house. She's blessing us this morning. All the soca artists will come through. Good morning, Alpha Anna. Good morning to Nudi, Ricky T, and all the rest. Raul is asking please to get some kind of order at some point on the road to keep the bands in line and in order of the Sanssouci Bridge or next to government building to get the nice drone shots to tell the world. Is that possible or the rebels be telling to hell? Huh?
No. There is always a plan. Always. And I can tell you from being in a band, we all have our plan strategy as to how we're going down the road. Sometimes when you reach on the road, that's not what happens.
That's what I said about the rebels. I've seen respected band leaders pleading almost in tears, please stay in line. And rebels telling them some choice words, you know what I'm saying? I pay my money.
Last year,
so
I can tell you.
The creatives want some kind of spectacle, some kind of order on the road. They messaging us now on the program.
Yes.
Please there's one shot of just for fun lining up to go on stage that went viral.
Yes,
funny.
yes, that's a beautiful
many
shot.
more of these by government buildings,
Yes.
by on the Sanssouci Bridge, could you well imagine?
Yes.
Any discussion of y'all, because people are complaining not enough spectacle. Day 2 Tuesday is a problem. Is songs and Martin and there's very little. Y'all competing the ladies in their own individual body wear to do uniformity. What we doing? What's CBA doing to help that?
Well, I can't speak to how the ladies behave on the road. I mean, that is their choice.
No, behavior is one thing, but the spectacle.
However, yes, we did have a meeting with the minister, and he said that he liked the Tuesday wear factor that we've put into play. I mean, some people don't.
It's uniform Tuesday.
Yes, some people don't like it, and I appreciate it. Like, oh, I can wear the costume on the second day, but the reality is, some people just don't want to do it. The generation now, they don't want to do it. Not like back in the day when we used to go home and wash our panty and put it on the line and stuff. People don't want to do that anymore.
So let me interject. Just do a quick time check. It is 9 o'clock. Time check brought to you by Ferentz Foods.
I'm feeling for something special, something tasty, something smooth. When I think about all the flavors I can savor, I gotta have Ferentz ice cream.
I wanna have, I need to have a flavor that makes me glad. But the way I feel, it must be Ferentz ice cream. Chocolate coated ice cream bars, cream stickers I gotta have. Give me some fast for yogurt I need.
Ferentz ice cream,
Ferentz ice cream,
it's so delicious. Ferentz ice cream, Ferentz tastes so good. Ferentz ice cream, oh, I gotta have it. It's always the best.
bringing back delicious memories.
Perfect timing, Rankin. So we're back with Janella, making the point about the revelers and trying your best to get them to give some spectacle on the road.
Right. So we had a meeting with the minister and he said he really loved it. But at the end of the day, we can't make it mandatory to all bands to do the Tuesday way because it is an expense. Some bands do give it for free. Some bands charge you. There's a cost to it. We've asked the bands that if you're not going to do that, then maybe we could do Josephine is doing a one color.
So did the last year.
Right, a one color. So or we can also do t-shirts. One color t-shirt. Maybe even you can go to a sponsor and ask them.
Not everybody put in an IG photo in t-shirt. They want their bodies to.
Hello, we can fix up the t-shirt. We tie it to the back.
I would actually wear the t-shirt because I've done it before. And the Tuesday,
we could cut up the t-shirt, tie it in the back, make it a little sexy, put it on the shoulder.
You'll go to two of them say no
t-shirt. A vest.
How you wear the t-shirt?
So we're going interesting debate already, Iowa. Music is the essence. Janella, your final words. You'll be back many times with Vaval Central, but for today, your final words to the public, carnival, the band's costumes.
Well, like we were talking about, the whole point of the Tuesday wear is to just create that uniformity on the road so that Tuesday is also a spectacle. Everybody can identify the different bands and you have that, that's, like you said, the spectacle on the road. So we want to ask everybody to come out. People, carnival, let's enjoy it. Free up yourself.
Come next to Poppy. Let's get the spectacle going. Beats, just give me a little teaser of Keisha is Here, a song that everybody loves so much. Yeah. What's the name, Keisha?
Which one? Free.
No, the first one.
Like, you doing it?
The first one is.
So, my first release is Different Energy. More speaks in the likes of, just living life on your own terms and matching energy. So if you're treating me good, I'll treat you good. But if you're treating me bad, then that's on you. I'm just going to reciprocate and give you the same energy. I'm not making nothing stress me.
If you like it, we're going to the break, we're going to a break. And then we're coming back with Keisha and the costumes, the wonderful costumes they're showing. That carnival is about color, portrayal, depiction. With Money, Adrian Ogier, as we get ready for the carnival. The public loving it, looking strong on the first edition of Vaval Central. Let's go to the break and come back with Keisha and her costume ladies.
Thank you very much, Teddy. Vaval Central and RCI sponsored by the Carnival Planning and Management Committee, the Carnival Music Management Committee, Creamy Novelties, Live a Little, Harris Paints, the Champions of Color, the Computer Store, and Ports bringing value home.
Get ready, St. Lucia. Lucian Carnival 2025 is on, and this year it's bigger, brighter, and bolder than ever. From Calypso to Soca, Junior Carnival to Juve, and Panorama to Pageantry, every event is bursting with non-stop energy, ecstasy, and vibes. Come catch the rhythm on Carnival Monday and Tuesday with views that only Lucian Carnival can deliver. It's the ultimate summer escape. Feel the vibes, embody the spirit. Lucian Carnival, nothing is sweeter than that.
The wait is over. We are about to turn it down. Soca, the ultimate tent, in collaboration with the CMMC presents Big Bad Soca on Saturday, the 21st at the Pavilion in Rodney Bay. Performing live, Bounce, Marta, Slide, Anthony Fun Machine, Adele, Keisha and more. Starting time 8 p.m. and this is $25 at the door. The first 100 people bid for $10. Soca, the ultimate tent presents Big Bad Soca.
When you get the ball,
Saturday, May 31st, 8 p.m. at the Pavilion on Rodney Bay. This event is sponsored by Blue Select, Campari, Doers, DJ, Peter Bear, Island Sound, Desert FM, NBC, Hot FM, The Wave, and Radio Caribbean International. The event is licensed by Echo.
With outlets from Gros Lake to Soufriere, W-Mart is indeed your community shop, giving you the best prices and widest variety. We've got everything you need: chicken, turkey, beef and pork, saltfish, pigtail, ham, all in stock, delicious franks, nuggets, cheese and fries. prices you can't beat, and quality for sure. With 9 locations island-wide, W Mart is your one-stop family meat shop. W Mart, small store, big convenience.
W Mart. South Calypso Tent, in collaboration with the Carnival Music Management Committee and the CPNC, present the Advocates of the Art Form. Long live Kaiso! The grand launching Friday the 23rd at the National Cultural Center. Showtime 8:30 p.m. Featuring 4-time Calypso Mona, Minal, Dyke Fontalio, Oshun, King Kakal, Tweedy Arts, Cherry Boy, Mighty K, Mahandra, Demian, Diplomat, Boss Al, Newcomers, Lucian, Atta and more. Surprise guest artists with MC Dorville, the backup band, South All Stars. Admission $25 you pay at the door. This event is sponsored by Lucilette, Southern Taxi Association, Bounty Rum, Beer Marcel, Peter Beer, Climax and IC, Caribbean Grains Flour Mill, Peter and Company Auto, Jason and Alton Mondesi, Forest Springs, Fisher's Electrical, South Calypso Tent, Grand Launch, Friday, May 23rd, 8:30 p.m. at the NCC. This event is licensed by ECHO. No unauthorized vendors allowed.
It was the hilltop view that did it. Something about it just said home. Surrounded by friendly neighbors in a peaceful environment, a safe haven where my kids can play, we felt so secure. With land documents that says my name for the very first time in my life. My mortgage from Janu means a place to call my home. It's more than just a mortgage. It's love, it's security, it's home.
Central in the Caribbean South, Teddy.
We're back and we're live.
Yeah.
Vaval Central, the people are loving it. Good morning to everybody, the writers, the panel leaders, the costume. We're going to community carnival. Good morning. Denry Carnival on the weekend. Did you be there? Denry Carnival, that's Sunday, DYP Ezra. Problems in Denry on Sunday. Roselle Kirby, Roselle Carnival, we are new soon. Soufre, Methodius, Rock. Big carnival, another big carnival. Kish, Rusha, Shigban, we're looking forward to you. Canries Ancillary on. Nico was big last time. We are ending it along with Ancillary. So the carnival's ready on Beaufort back in a big way. Good morning to them over in Beaufort. The new chairperson, chair lady, as we go forward. Community Carnival getting a focus, starting with January, the big launch this coming Sunday. We're looking forward to it. Ready, boy. We're ready to go now. Keisha, the first big tune Keisha started going was one of the first tunes released for the whole season. And by the way, you're talking about the new release, your Calypso King Easy in Monarch, Great Desrel. You have the car. You like the car? Lubricate the car. Yeah, we're going on Vaval Central. Keisha, no long talking. Let's go, Keisha.
No long talking. Vaval Central, we here. Let's go. Stay far away. Stay far away. Yeah. Just cut off that. Stay far away. I just wanna live my life, drink a little of my time, yeah. I don't study people, I just live in my life simple. Just wanna live my life, drink a little of my time, yeah. I don't study people, they too wicked and living different. Well, I acting different. Careful how you move it, babe. I gotta protect my energy. If you treat me different, I will treat you different. Careful how you move it, babe. Now I just matching energy. No long talking, gotta watch the circle that you keep. Hard vibes could never be going. Some of them don't wanna see you win. Ignore them voices. It's like being happy is a sin. Don't block your blessings, cause the wrong move get you dismissed. I just wanna live my life, drink a little of my time, yeah. I don't study people, I just live in my life simple. Just wanna live my life, drink a little of my time, yeah. I don't study people, they too wicked and live in different. Well, acting different. Careful how you move it, babe. I gotta protect my energy. If you treat me different, I will treat you different. Careful how you move it, babe. Now I just matching energy. Let them know. I was hot for myself, but nothing proven. Even though, on the low, they got nothing good to say. My life, my
got choices. Look at them noises. I'll use my voice here, cause the wrong move get you dismissed. I just wanna live my life, drink a little appetite, yeah. I don't study people, I just live in my life simple. Just wanna live my life, drink a little appetite, yeah. I don't study people. We have a dance boy. Feel you moving different, well I acting different. Careful how you move it, babe. I gotta protect my energy. You treat me different, I go treat you different. Careful how you move it, babe. Now I just matching energy. Only back talking, just cut off. That's all the back towers. Take from you, let's stay far from it. All the pretenders, just all the fake love, we stay far from that. Stay far from it. Let's go. I just wanna live my life, drink a little, have a time, yeah. I don't study people, I just live in my life simple. Just wanna live my life, drink a little, have a time, yeah. I don't study people, it's wicked and evil. You're moving different, well I acting different. Careful how you move it, babe. I gotta protect my energy. You treat me different, I go treat you different. Careful how you move it, babe. Now I just matching energy.
Like that's a motto going forward. That's a motto going forward.
Thank you. Thank you.
From start, I want everybody has a big tune, a solid tune as we going through. I was the rest of the year. Right, so Iowa, the Soca is it. We'll have the final word on the interesting discussion on General, your comment about the Tuesday wear. To get it clear, people are saying the minister and that school think that they really would like to see the costume and more spectacle on the Tuesday, but if you must do the Tuesday wear, try and get it uniform instead of 1,000 people each having a different Tuesday costume. Right, the uniformity.
Yeah. It's an additional expense to bands and rebels, but we're trying to, because I mean, as much as you want that spectacle. I mean, on the Tuesday, it's really hard to see the beauty of Carnival when everybody's in their own
individual piece.
Their own individual piece. And I don't want to kill creativity, but at the end of the day, you know, it's even hard on the bands too when you look at for security purposes. You have to literally look at the armband of every single person to know are they part of the band? Can they stay within the room? Do I serve them a drink? So you know, it's a little harder. That's one of the biggest challenges that the bands themselves actually deal with on the Tuesday. So yes, we do encourage it. We do encourage a bit of uniformity to help with the experience of the mass on the road, the day with the revels, and also for the spectacle.
Right, interesting. What band y'all really jumping? They promote it so they get free bands, all kind of bands.
We do. Whenever band calls first.
I feel like these ladies should just start the route, you know?
We ready. Just stop it on us. We'll make sure everybody has stuff.
Vaval Central. Why you having in front section? Your front line, the Vaval Central front line.
Man, we need them.
You're having your own audition time, huh? So we're going through, as we said, Poppy reminding them Community Carnival. We want to pick up Denry, the big launch on Sunday evening on the Multipurpose Center. It's a big launch. The entire country going to Denry. The Junior Carnival contest, Queen contestants. There's Ezra, top artists. All the Denry segment artists will be there performing. The Denry Carnival bands playing the costumes, and a big do starting from evening time over in Denry, and all the carnivals following suit. Dozile, Ancillary, Canaries, Soufre, Miku, few fought back in a big way, and so lots to look forward to, along with Mabuya Valley and the rest. Labry to join in the free this year. Labry, the carnival after a long break. We mentioned other music. We want to end with Keisha and another song. Keisha will tell us which one we're ending with. But we want to run two of the other compositions for this year. Soca, just a quick mixed beats. We're doing Slides Attachment and Invasion as a nice one with T Blacks. I quite like a little ride and groove on that one. So the ladies have enough. They didn't come here just to stand and be idle, enough to groove before we get back to Keisha. Let's run the two tracks for them. Invasion Band.
Miss Lady, yeah. Oh, stop whining. Don't want to touch me. Yeah. Oh, she give me a kiss and the bumper, and she tell me don't touch. I tell she, I hope you don't stop me when you see how I will say back. Hey, then I make she bend over and I grab on till she want practice. When I chicken she turn and tell me she plan to end what I start. Then next day 15 likes and I get one follow. Boy, I feel like that's that bird. We set up the link, she tell me tomorrow. Boy, I feel like that's that bird. She say relationship is a no-no. Boy, I feel like that's that bird. Because at the end of the day, we don't want to touch me. 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 But anyway, see when we put it over, she going down in my right. The way we went with each other, we shall build up inside. Everybody start watching. Shorty still to play shy. So I run out she waist, kiss my she neck. A friends like this in the nice the next day. 15 likes and I get one follow. Boy, I feel like I start. We set up the link, she tell me tomorrow. Boy, I feel like I start. She say relationship is a no-no. Boy, I feel like I start. Because at the end of the day, we don't want no one touch me. So we don't want no one touch me. So we don't want no one touch me. We don't want no one touch me.
Once the party start, tell me, we mentioning that. Once you call them hard, tell me, to be acting there. So as I step in, you get high drinking rum for days. Rum for days. Rum for days. Once I find a girl, it's my wife, 13 ways. 20 ways. Endless ways. Oh. So we could tell it. I could tell we stop. That's man, you in your head. Can't you see how the cock is shot? The girl them waiting. Take on the car, the cock is hard. So you can't tell we that's all we want. Call the authority. Tell them say we still coming. That don't bother way. Furthermore, when we under the liquor and we coverizing our bumper, nothing else doesn't matter at all. They go see our whole different side and way. They go see the badness coming out our way. They go see our whole different side. Side without no pride. And the alcohol and the soccer music aligned. So as I step in, you get like drinking rum for days. It's rum for days. It's rum for days. Once I find a girl, it's now I'm 13 ways. It's plenty ways. It's endless ways. So who could tell me? Nobody can tell we stop. You must be mad, you sing in your head. You can't see how the party shot. The girl them whining. They can't look how the cock is hard. So you can't tell me. You can't tell me that. Rum and guns and soca is just niceness. It's so much niceness. It's plenty niceness.
Vaval Central on the Caribbean sound, Jenny.
Lots of music. I'm also liking that Praises song with Ricky T and Ricky T has lots of music out going to feature a lot, but also that one is Arthur. The Praises is also a well-placed tune in the carnival. He did started the ball rolling as early as Keisha, I think. He has Not Me Again, Never Me Again, a solid tune. Kind of in the same mold and vein as Blessing Song, the big Blessing Song, Never Me Again, flowing to your ladies, you're mashing up CD the boys. Never imagine. And then we're going back to Keisha. We're going to have we're doing CDL, the final words from Poppy and General, and then over to Keisha. Let's hear CDL. CDL in the car. There's Girls Car, that's a big song.
All right.
So then you talk about CDL. We're doing CDL and the car.
Right.
That one is big.
Make up this and cry, make up here like never. I buy the girl clothes, I buy the girl diamond ring, I buy the girl phone, I buy the girl house and thing, but she not satisfied. She up with another guy, oh I ain't go lie. The girl make a big man cry. Never be again, never be again, never be again, never be again. Must be never be again, never be again, never be again. Josie lay with the next man, Marty with the next man, in home with the next man, I walk with the next man, down south with the next man, I'll go with the next man, Carnival with the next man, oh Lord, we were so close, I was people on your nose, I even propose, introduce you to all my bros. Because I take your advice. I never fall in love twice. Nothing will make you make your demise. I put love in the be nice. Never be again. Never be again. Never be again. Never be again. Never too much pain. Never be again. Never be again. Never be again. Rosie Day with the next man. Massey with the next man. In town with the next man. By the road with the next man.
That one is dedicated to Exodus. Wicked. This song is all about style. Good boy, when you get the car, you have to wash the car, you have to oil the car. Well, lubricate the car, cause someone's going to take the car, and he will not jar. 238 square miles, he going very far. He put in it in first gear, partner all long souffre. Very knocking kek. My partner don't kek. So you better take care, and just watch us get there. Cause a man go scrap your ride and lick it there. Come and buy a Corolla, he have no control over. He soft like a turnover. What is his problem? I keep on telling Clovis, this car have to service. He paying me no notice. What is his problem? Well, a man reach and jack his car. Now we want to cry. Since the day I telling Clovis, boy, to lock your ride. He feeling like he is something, he is Iron Man. Well, look, a next man coming to replace the bottom pan. Boy, when you get the car, you have to wash the car, you have to oil the car. Well, lubricate the car, cause someone's going to take the car, and he will not jar. 238 square miles, he's going very far. He put in it in first get. My partner all looks to fret, very knocking kek. My partner don't kek. So you better take care, and just watch us get there. Cause a man go scrap your ride and he put it there.
When you see that passing, muffler is smoking, the roof is leaking, and the wipers not working, AC not going, windows have not working. When you sit down inside of that body, the road you see him, that needs some welling, go down in a hole back falling, okay, that's what's it going, whole way it bouncing, the brakes not holding, the car's not working, and when she pull up the 100 spot, yeah, it's still rolling.
When you get the car, you have to wash the car, you have to oil the car. When you get the car, someone will take the car, and he will not jar. 238 square miles, he's going very far. He put in it in first get, partner all long to fret, very knocking kek. My partner don't kek. So you better take care, and just watch us get there. Cause a man go scrap your ride and he keep it there.
Yeah, well, Kerry, as just a plug for the 10 starting on the weekend and then the following weekend. So we'll have all 4 tents by the first 2 weekends of May. The last 2 weekends of May, the 23rd, 24th, the 30th, and 21st. And, we're looking forward to a great season. We have a lot of people involved in making Calypso happen, the tent leaders, the artists themselves, the organizers, the writers, the musicians. Everybody comes together to make this happen. Of course, the police are providing us with security. The people at the cultural center, the people on our committees, CMMC, CPMC, the ministry, the support, CDF, Teddy yourself, on Vaval Central, Iowa, the Calypso for us, one of the stations that really plays the Calypso. And we want to, make sure this year, of course, we have the young people, the schools coming up, the schools Calypso, the auditions have taken place, workshops have taken place. And so we're just getting ready for the 7th of June when our school's Calypso will come. The Calypso and Soca. And then, yes.
Deadline for Soca again? Tell them deadline for Soca.
So the deadline, the public deadline is the 23rd of May. Of course, we hope this Friday at midnight, all the songs should be in, and we're hoping, to do the listening the following weekend to eliminate, and then the live eliminations on the 6th, 7th, and 8th of June.
Poopy, they told me the champagne is out there, the kick, Vaval Central kick. We have our kick inside. Tomorrow we're in our kick inside, the big giant kick and champagne and so on.
It's huge.
Yeah. It couldn't fit in the fridge, yeah? So, Janella, you happy? You said your final word already. Janella has said a final word. Keisha is ready to go. Keisha, you attend both Groovy and Power this year? I don't know. You're not sure yet? Just send the tunes and see what happens, right?
Yeah, I'll take a leap of faith to see what it leads to.
But you have both power and groovy.
Yeah, I have a power.
You don't have tracks, right?
Yeah.
Which one are you doing first now?
Pardon?
Which one are you doing first now?
So this one is called Happy Happy. It's actually a rhythm with only females. So there's MNR, Christina, there's a new artist called Mike and myself, produced by Vibes Production and
Michael's a new artist?
Micah, yeah.
A new artist?
Yeah.
Okay. I heard the tune, not sounding bad at all. You know. Who produced that rhythm?
Miguel from Vibes Productions.
Miguel.
And also
Miguel
the executive producer is Soca Ultimates.
Okay. Mike. So
Michael,
okay,
yeah, big up Michael and the crew.
Michael and Miguel, two men. Michael already solely in and pushing that soca, investing a lot in it, and ready solely in on to give the soca artist a platform. And Miguel and Soup.
Yeah,
Miguel,
big up Soup.
A top class, world class producer. We have to big respect to Miguel, Joseph, Vibes Production, really raising the standard and really excelling. Miguel, big up yourself, big respect as a top class solution producer on international standard and very consistent, very prolific. Yes, Keisha, you and the ladies now.
Take it away.
Take it away.
Can't stop me now. They can't stop me now. They can't stop me now. I'm there on a high. I'm not feeling happy. I'm living my life. I know you can't take that from me. You can't steal my joy. So just keep your mind in the bed. I'm feeling so high. I'm feeling so high. I'm I woke up this morning and me vibes so ten. I'm feeling, giving thanks. It's Keisha. Hey, can't stop me now. They can't stop me now. They can't stop me now. I don't know how I'm not feeling happy. I'm living my life. I know you can't take that from me. You can't steal my joy. So just keep your mind energy. I'm feeling so high. Long night. Happy. I woke up this morning and me vibes on 10. I'm feeling, giving thanks. It's a blessing. The weekend approaching is a vibe. Only betting. Nothing gonna stop this. You better believe it. I'm not gonna stress about the things I cannot change. Living my worries to the fire and keep walking in faith. A smile like there is all I need. It's time to elevate. If you don't like me, I could care less. I'm there on a high. I'm not feeling happy. I'm living my life. And no one can take that from me. You can't steal my joy. So just keep your mind energy. I'm feeling so high. Long night. I'm happy. Everybody now jump for joy. Jump up if you feeling happy. Wave it for joy. Hands up if you feeling happy. Jump for joy. Jump up if you feeling happy. Look all the time they try knock me down. My crumb could never fumble. Let all the chatterbox run their mouth. Got the I live in like rain day and night. Grateful and I am humble. What's there for me will always be. Can't take that away. I'm not gonna stress about the things I cannot change. Living my worries to the Father. Keep walking in faith. A smile a day is all I need. It's time to elevate. If you don't like me, I could care less. I'm there on a high. I'm not feeling happy. I'm living my life. And no one can take that from me. You can't steal my joy. So just keep your energy. I'm feeling so high. Tonight, I'm happy. Everybody now jumping for joy. Jump up if you're feeling happy. Wave it for joy. Hands up if you're feeling happy. Jumping for joy. Jump up if you're feeling happy. Wave it for joy.
That's two movies. Which one you enjoying, boy?
Right, so and I'll be asking that because I was about to ask Poppy, can the fella send 2 songs on this side? You know what I mean? So if you
one song.
One song.
You have to have confidence in your one song.
Kobe, where is that in the rules? That you only one song? Show me that in the rules.
Terry, see you. Terry, you can't put me on the spot here. Early in the season, right? Now, you see, Carnival always have controversy.
Yeah.
One song per artist. That is it.
So send one.
Send
One power, one group.
Yes. Says I.
So what if you send the wrong one?
What if you send the wrong one?
No, you can change it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, you could before the deadline.
Before you squeeze it at Iowa. Very interesting. People keep saying in Calypso, right, Keisha? The Calypsonian can change his song at every stage.
Yes.
He entered quarterfinals, he made it to semis. He can change both songs if he wants. Why can a soca artist not change his song?
Yeah, Poppy have to
No,
answer.
but I can't get a logical reason. Why not? Why not, Poppy? A calypso could change both songs, He could come a new song on the night totally. And a soca artist, Keisha could enter happy and she see
why different?
Different getting more love on the ground and more vibe.
Yeah,
she can't change.
That's serious.
No, it's something to consider. I'm saying most soca artists stick with the song, but they must have that option. I'm saying,
Keep it open.
I guess the issue is that in Calypso the focus is on the Calypsonian qualifying, and he has a range of songs that he presents in the tents, and therefore.
So why not extend that to a soca artist too? These artists now have a range of songs. Keisha 5 songs.
Now I guess the way the process is that we submit the songs and then we go for an audition. And we keep that song. But you're right, Eddie. It's something to consider. There's not. So, but but you're putting me on the spot there, and I appreciate. Yeah, it's a opportunity.
That's convention,
So hear that. This is something we'll have to discuss, But for the moment, we'll stay with the status quo, and as we move along, we'll decide in successive years how we proceed.
Because even artists decide, I want to change my song. There's legally nothing to stop me changing the song. No, not you, Poppy.
No, not a Poppy. Obviously,
not Poppy. But I'm saying,
No, you're right, and and of course, let's deal with that later. For now, leave it as it is.
Yes.
No, I see that. Yeah, right on the first.
It's not his personally. He inherited that, After he handled T Black studios ago, he could handle anything. Call it the T Black rule. What you call it? In law, you call it the T Black rule. What song we take them out? I will get into what tracks to go out with. We run the car and anything else? Something to think about with.
We are players, our favorite artists.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we take care of
it. We stay the way that ladies looking at you, kind of every day, right? Let's go.
All right. Yeah.
So tomorrow, 8 o'clock, Vaval Central, every weekday till Canada, a long haul by 2 months. You can make that. You can make that right. 25th, 8 o'clock. Generally, you like it, you come back. You come back.
Of course.
You're coming. So here, Poppy and I, the discussion corner is here. Over there is the Petit Mass. You must be looking really good to be on that corner over there. And then outside at Munson, we're going outside. For the party, the breakfast fest, outside, starting Munson. So we're going. Bachelor, big respect. Bachelor, be here to talk about school, Calypso, school soccer. We're going to the party. We're out tomorrow, 8 o'clock, Vaval Central again.
Vaval Central.
Every day should be carnival. Every day of the year. It's a magical festival. The formula, the remedy for everybody. When the music starts to play, it's that you jumping in a band, man, I'm talking, man, it's for vulgar people. Let you see the good in the carnival. Plenty therapy, underneath the back of my. That's the only time there is no
Vaval Central.
No more. That's the only time
forget the pain and sorrow. That's the only time we don't worry about tomorrow. So let the people wait, let the people wait, let the people jump, let the people jump, let the people whine, let the people whine. It's carnival, it's carnival, it's carnival time. Let the people wait, let the people wait, let the people jump, let the people jump, let the people whine, let the people whine. It's carnival, it's carnival, it's carnival time. When Moses was free across the Red Sea, there was celebration. It's that to blow on for down on the ground with endless generation. We may go too far, some party excessively. But for 2 whole days, we fetting in unity. That's the only time there is no return no more. That's the only time we don't segregate no more. That's the only time we forget the pain and sorrow. That's the only time we don't worry about tomorrow. So let the people wait, let the people wait, let the people jump, let the people jump, let the people whine, let the people whine. It's carnival, it's carnival, it's carnival time. Let the people wait, let the people wait, let the people jump, let the people jump, let the people whine, let the people whine. It's carnival, it's carnival, it's carnival time. Every day should be carnival.
Thank you very much, Teddy. Thank you very much, Teddy. 4P, thank you. Modest, thank you very much. King Beat, thank you as well. Vaval Central on the Caribbean Sound.